I've been with Turn about 4 months now, previously obviously with Brightroll, and that's not coincidental. My big focus at Turn is going to be building out our video capabilities. And the reason for that, of course, is that video is the fastest growing segment in programmatic, and it's also really central and essential to our omni-channel strategy. We at Turn believe that we need to have, or marketers need to have, a unified buying platform that allows them to buy Bruce wherever Bruce exists online, and that means across channels and across devices. We believe the opportunity for Turn in video is really more about omni-channel than it is about video. We're finding that customers have been working with many platforms and have been served quite well by specialists over the last several years, but they're also frustrated by having to use 4 or 5 platforms to get the job done. And so the opportunity is really about omni-channel. It's about using a single unified platform to buy users across all channels and all devices. And that's a very powerful thing. It allows the promise of digital marketing to be realized. It allows us to have true one-to-one conversations with consumers like Bruce online, and it allows us to do that in a way that is frequency capped and in a way that is actually well sequenced. It allows me as a marketer to have a conversation with Bruce, the consumer, that is actually, makes sense in the context of what Bruce does online. Rather than be bombarded with ads from lots of different platforms in a way that's confusing to Bruce. And we believe that this is a very fundamental and powerful value proposition for marketers. And it's really a case of them coming to us and asking us, hey, how do I do more with you guys because I want to consolidate spend on a platform and have a unified view of my end user. I think it is fair to say that I'm an ad tech veteran. I spent 8 years at Google, starting in 2006. I then spent 14 months at Brightroll, and more recently I'm 4 months into Turn, as I mentioned. And one of my claims to fame is that I believe that this is the 5th DSP that I've worked on. So I've worked on Invite Media, DBM, the Brightroll DSP, Yam Plus, and now Turn. So I think that gives me kind of a unique perspective. I think the thing that I've really seen change really over the last 5 years, but particularly I think in 2015 and going into 2016, is that marketers have really started to lean in and take programmatic very seriously. They've rolled up their sleeves, they're starting to understand the technology, and in particular, they're very concerned about getting their data organized. If you believe in programmatic, you know that it's powered by data, and if you're a big marketer today, getting that data centralized on a DMP is super important. It's top of your list. And so Turn has got an interesting position with our digital hub because we have a DMP, a DSP, and an analytics platform. And a trend we're seeing is that with the advertiser leaning in on the DMP, but still relying on the agency to do their activation, we're actually seeing our digital hub sort of split between the advertiser and the agency. And it's creating interesting opportunities for partnership. I call it the 3-legged stool, where you actually have an agency, the brand, and Turn sitting around a table together with the brand using the DMP, the agency using the DSP, and Turn as the technology provider, sort of consulting and advising both of them as to sort of how to get to scale and how to do the DMP implementation. And that's a lot of fun, and it's really encouraging, and it's rewarding 5 or 6 years into this, and it makes me even more excited about the next 5 or 6 years.